How's it going, folks? Hopefully I can keep this video somewhat brief because I'm only showing two records. Um, it's a response to a gentleman I discovered probably 2 or 3 months ago. Uh, his name is Petri Hakala. If that's how you pronounce it, that's his channel name. He's out of Finland, and he is, I don't know if I think he might be done. He did 4 or 5 videos, different videos showing a weird LP from his shelves. So I thought, yeah, I'll come on. I think I have a few weird LPs, and so I'm going to show 2 of them today. And both these albums, there are some similarities. They both came out in 2013. They're both double albums. They're both by artists who were visual artists. That was their main form of art, and then started making music or recording music later in life. And both of these albums are really, I mean, you just feel the spirit, the human spirit in these. They're both very minimal, and even though they're different sounding, they're very minimal. One is more earthy, and the other one is more, if you want to say, cosmic, spacey. So the first one, what's playing right now, is the earthier album, and they both, like I said, it comes from the spirit. And the first one, the man is from Holland, and the second one is he's from Birmingham, Alabama, USA. So this one that's playing now is Anton Heyboer, Heyboer, Rules of the Universe. And this is, from what I could figure out, a compilation of stuff recorded between 1993 and 95 that only came out on CD. And so they put this LP together, Anton Heyboer, and there's some samples of his paintings here. And from what I read about him, the other thing about both these albums is I didn't know anything about either one of these when I came upon them in the store. And I remember they were 2 different trips, pretty close together. So this one, I remember, was in the experimental section at Amoeba, and the cover just intrigued me. Okay, what is this? He plays harmonium on a lot of this, but also some guitar, I think harmonica, coughing, and these were recorded inside his house by one of his wives, who would just press record on a cassette player to capture his ramblings, his music. So in here you can hear footsteps of other people walking, doors slamming, a dog barking. I think he is like yelling at someone at some point. And I say one of his wives because Allegedly, he had multiple wives simultaneously. And so, very interesting album. This came with an insert. Right now, this is the first song on the record, Meditation Quietness. It sounds like the harmonium. This is the insert that came with it. And yeah, very interesting stuff. Let's flip through. Let's see what else we have here. And whether you want to call it singing or reciting, recitation, it's all in English. This is the third song, side one. Sometimes there's a woman in your arms. And here are all the titles.
Sometimes there is a woman in your arms, and then you know you are alive.
And I don't know if there's a real connection here, but every time I play this record, maybe it's his look, it reminds me, makes me think of Charles Bukowski. This really, for me, isn't music to play. It's not an album to play while other people are around. So we'll go on to the next one. That was Anton Habor. Weird LP number 1. And the next one, like I said, there's a lot of similarities here, but this one is a little more, you could say, spacey, cosmic. I'm just going to play some of the side one on this too. This is Lonnie Hawley.
Looking for to be rendered.
Just before music.
Looking for to come about from my soul. Looking for
to insert with lyrics. Lonnie Hawley, by trade, is a sculptor of found objects, found art. So we have stuff like this inside.
Oh my goodness to show. And one day,
And this one is him with one of his sculptures at the Smithsonian, 1981. And this one, the story is written here. It's Fifth Child Burning. And there's a track on here called Fifth Child Burning, and that's the name of this. The Fifth Child Burning from 1994. A little girl in Birmingham burned to death in her own house. She was a classmate of AJ, my son. These things in this artwork all came out of her burned down house. Her parents was not home. They had given her luxuries, but not their own time. 4 little girls died in the bombing at the 16th Street Baptist Church in 1963. They was the victims of racism. The 5th child burned from a kind of family neglect. We got to look past racism sometimes and find the blame within ourselves. Lonnie Hawley. And he plays, most of this is him on a small Casio keyboard. Side 4 is recorded live. WFMU out of where is WFMU? I can't remember. I don't know if it says. But this first song is Looking for All Rendered Truth. Yeah, where is... Doesn't say where WFMU is. So you can kind of get the difference. This is Here I Stand Knocking at Your Door. And the last song on this side is an interesting one called The End of the Film Era. And there's a side long on side 3, Planet Earth and Otherwheres, which is very Sun Ra like. So yeah, 2 weird LPs in my collection. It's kind of subjective, but I think they're weird.
Kilowatt by the second, minutes and hours. Damn water power.
Anton Habor, Lonnie Holly. Anton Habor passed away in 2015, shortly after this came out. Lonnie Holly is still alive, as far as I know. I have another album of his that came out after this called Myth, M-I-T-H. And this is on the Dust to Digital label, and this is on Kai, K-Y-E. So yeah, thanks to Petri for providing some kind of inspiration for me. Check out his videos down below. We'll let this play for a minute.
Listen at the preacher preach about Ezekiel dreaming of a wheel way up in the middle of the sky. Made me think about the words of a brother before he died.
Laraji ended up playing with Lonnie Holly after this record. Right. Take it easy.